Alright, welcome back to another stream of Assassin's Creed 2 with our new HUD series run. We're gonna continue today with the carnival sequence where we arrived last time but haven't really dived into yet. And yeah, overall today is gonna be a shorter stream as I was quite busy up until recently. But yeah, I'm planning on doing about 3 hours or so. Which should us give enough time to be able to finish and play through the entire sequence. But obviously that also depends on how we do with the whole navigation process, which always can add another half an hour or so. But yeah, that's the plan for today. Also welcome in Selkat, thank you for joining. Long time no see. Same for you, Brutus. Welcome in. I hope you guys enjoyed some new upgrade challenge over at Rods. I couldn't really catch much except for the ending. And that's kind of frustrating part with the end boss. But yeah, good to see him get past that, you know. Overcome the challenge. Which is what we're also going to be trying today. Let me just check some very quick because the game isn't recognizing my controller at the moment because I had to re-plug that in. I think we're good. Yeah. Alright, let's get back into it. So I got the Carnival mask, which keeps us incognito, so that actually makes stealth quite nice. And we also have this cloak, the Venetian one, which has a similar function. So got these lovely guys here. My evil rotten deeds, huh? What do you know about it? I also have so much money in the chest in Monteriggioni, which I kind of want to pick up, to be honest. But then again, I don't want to start with just doing this journey. Honestly, it would make sense, you know, that we can reinvest the money and we can ensure we get enough money for the next armor set as well. I even chase them, right? I get the money either way. I like how the guards didn't even care. I'm directly inside there. I think I have to take back what I said about Mirage. Because this is kinda like the equivalent. What you can do in Mirage. I kill somebody directly in line of sight of these guys and they don't care whatsoever. Well, to be fair, this isn't a restricted area, so they're kinda just there to guard the place and don't really care much about anything else unless it's directly in front of them. Mirages can even be inside a restricted area. They still wouldn't detect you. Shot him from the roof. Yeah, I like how he came back to us down. Very kind of him. I think we're actually going to be starting with some exploration and going back to Monteriggioni because there's no rush really, you know, I'm not trying to get this game done super quickly. And whenever the chest is full, you know, it gives us a valid reason to go back there. Plus we could finally do some stuff we still can do there, we could do the Auditore Crypt, which we haven't done yet, for instance. I also kind of want to wait until we get to a point in the modern day where they kind of mention the time of Domenico Auditore, which has now been the point of the last modern day sequence, so now I have kind of a canon reason to go and visit the Auditore Crypt, since it now has been foreshadowed that Sean and Desmond might be interested in finding out about it. Also, hey Varot, welcome in, dude. Long time no see, indeed. How's it going? I hope It's nice to unwind a bit after the challenge. I actually want to go on the rooftop here to kind of get a bit more kind of like navigational sense for this area. Hey, what happened, Ja? Welcome in. How's it going, dude? Very long time. It's going good. You exported the videos to another one for the books. Hell yeah. That's also a good feeling, you know, kind of get that archived and know exactly what kind of like challenges you've done already. Oh, the Mitchell song didn't play, did it? Hold on. Sorry about that, Harbinger. There's indeed one thing I forgot today. I was kind of in a rush today, so I didn't have much time for everything here. Scanned by the bot again. You're gonna get your minstrel song, don't worry about it. Don't you worry about it. But yeah, I hope everyone is doing well today. I'm gonna focus on the carnival sequence, of course, today, so I'm gonna try to beat that at least. Minstrel song.
I am a tactless minstrel, I sing off key for coins. If you spot me in the street, please kick me in the loins.
There you go. It's even one of the best friends. One of the best in the game. Or at least in the game of Revelations. Eva Arthur, welcome in. Assassino. It's so funny how they just like jump off a boat because they're so scared of Ezio. They would rather die and drown than encounter us. I'll be like, come on, let's talk this out. It's not a ship I can fast travel with, right? I gotta find like the official port. Goes from Venice to Forli. But yeah, so near the Palazzo Ducale, I think it is. I just have to look to the edge of the map and then we can find the Venice, the kind of Carnival district quite easily. Gonna watch those capering crusaders capering everywhere, crusaders all the time. It's so funny, like all of the NPC conversations and like comments. Just never gets old if it's like AC1 or this game or just in general when they're like there in the AC games. It'd be kind of cool to have like more like kind of like comments you can also understand, you know, because often these days you just have them like screaming in their native tongue, you know, which is also kind of cool. But it means you kind of like miss out on some really memorable quotes, you know. Like even though high precision Gara is really nice and legendary, and I wouldn't want to miss it. It's also nice to have like these actual quotes, you know, that you can know what it means. Hey, we're busted. Is there a way for Ezio to never kill innocent guards? I mean, you could do like a only kill actual Templar challenge. I mean, you could definitely do that and would be possible. It wouldn't always be possible stealthily. But yeah, you could definitely do like a only kill like the actual target challenge for sure. I've never really done it, to be honest, like a only target challenge, but I know that Rod has. I think you've done it for Unity and Syndicate at least, right? From what I know of. That's honestly something I've thought about doing as like also part of the immersive challenge, you know, to kind of like go with, okay, what would the character actually do? But yeah, I kind of like didn't want to like go too overboard, adding challenges on top of others. Still want to be able to like enjoy the game, you know. I think going for like an only target challenge in and of itself would be quite nice. Yeah, that's true. Definitely good to have like a translated version, just in case, you know. Okay, so it's the Rialto Bridge, which means he'd fast travel is right next to it. Also, the chest is full, so it's really time to go back there. Unity and Syndicate so far, you should do that with more games as well. Yeah, would be cool. I feel like the Ezio games work quite well for that, you know, given how many tools you have. And even though it's built around the idea of like, you know, killing guards, you can definitely utilize the stealth system to get past guards unseen, if you want to. It might really be tricky for those kind of missions where you really gotta stay undetected for whole mission, because sometimes guards are definitely in your way. It's tricky to get around. But should be possible. Kind of funny we're still wearing the mask even in Forley. Yeah, that's true, like a ghost challenge would be really cool actually. Fuck? How did my horse crash into like a random civilian this bad? What are they made of, dude? Okay then. But yeah, that would be a really cool rod, like a Go challenge. I would love to see that. A human roadblock, no kidding. Okay, I guess I actually stumbled to too many things close by. Like usually I try to avoid the civilians, but because I have to travel so often between Monteriggioni and Venice, I usually don't really care anymore about knocking them out of the way. But yeah, I didn't actually realize that happens after a while. But to be fair, that guy we crashed into the first time was like the first guy we crashed into. So, not sure why that triggered so easily. No kidding, bastard. Not to be messed with. Stronger than a horse. Honestly, I'm really looking forward to play like the even bigger open world games with no fast travel, because I've never done that before, and it's just gonna kind of like make exploration like more interesting, I think, because with an HUD, of course, we're gonna have like a bit of a success feeling whenever we find like a unique quest or whatever, you know. It's gonna be a lot more rewarding to find stuff in general in such an open world. Like anything really. And then being like forced to travel so much means we're just gonna have more opportunities to come across those things. It's gonna be interesting for like games like Valhalla, you know, how that's gonna be like, because when I've done my last no HUD series of Meteor Odyssey, I of course allowed myself to fast travel, which meant I usually, you know, had to look at the map, which also wasn't limited. I had to look, okay, that's where I have to go, just fast travel nearby, and, you know, it wasn't really that difficult to find something specific. But it's quite different now, like I really have to go by memory like so much. I'm also kind of just thinking about like the map looks, you know, the way I kind of like organize it, being able to look at the map every hour. Was of course something I kind of like try to calculate beforehand, right? Like how much time would I actually need before I had to look at the map. But now it seems like that roughly I had to look at the map like once per stream. Like given as like a total between AC1 and 2. I'm kind of like thinking if I want to kind of like make that rule set more difficult for me, you know. Maybe like say, okay, maybe I can only like have like one per stream. That's kind of like the average rate of how much I needed, you know, so far. But that might also bite me in the ass later when I play like, you know, the bigger open world games. But who knows? I just gotta do lots of like short streams, like 2-hour streams. And we're good. It's something I will think about a bit further, I think. Or make a decision by the end of this playthrough. And I miss Florence, I have to say. Even though I love Venice, but Florence just hits different. Even when it's kind of like a place that we have like lots of memories spent there, right? With our family, with friends. Hey Lucinda, welcome in. Yeah, AC2 is going pretty well. I haven't really done much today yet. I've been basically just traveling from Venice to Monteriggioni, which is quite a journey in and of itself. Pick up some money and reinvest it. But yeah, the plan today is to have a short stream and focus on getting the Carnival sequence done. So I'm quite looking forward to that because that's quite a fun, unique one, I thought. With like the different competitions that you take part in and stuff. So yeah, looking forward to that. How are you doing today?
Buongiorno. Salute, Ser Ezio. Shall we take a look at the list?
Okay, we have quite some money. Enough to max out the city. Bravo. The military barracks. And last, the Thieves Guild. Oh yeah.
Buon viaggio!
Fully maxed out. Let's go. Quite late into the playthrough actually. Usually I'm like maxed out by sequence 7 or something. But obviously like we took more time to pick up the money. Given that I had to like travel here every time I wanted to. Ah, I got you, Lucinda. Was it something severe that needs to get fixed in your basement? Or is it like a routine, kind of like a job? But yeah, I hope you enjoy your lunch, Vo. Could actually deliver also some codex pages here. Nine missing. Yeah, that's those are funny revelations, like how much money you can bank with selling bomb ingredients. And that the kind of like passive income can get backed, like to not give you any money for like more than an hour at a time sometimes. Imagine trying to get enough money to buy and renovate everything in the city without the option to sell bomb ingredients. Also, hey there, Kenway, welcome in. Emma, welcome in as well, good morning. Ah, okay, I got you, Lucina. Yeah, that's fair. Hopefully it doesn't take too long to get that fixed, you know. Alrighty. Missing 2 here. We're missing Iltani and Gulangao. This is the base game vanilla version on PC right now. Yeah. We do have the Ezio collection over here, but I do actually prefer this one, to be honest, because like graphically it's more like the initial intention for the aesthetic, you know. Personally, I'm not a big fan when remasters kind of like change the artistic direction overly much, and I feel like using different color corrections and stuff can lead to that happening. So for me, I prefer to have like the original intention of a game, even if it means like lower resolutions or whatever. What does the Ezio collection version change? So it's only available for consoles, and basically they upgraded the textures to like higher resolution, so the environments, but I think also the character models look more detailed essentially. They also increased the saturation on like lots of the objects, which is what I personally take a bit of an issue with, because it kind of like leads to some grass or trees to look like a bit artificially green, I think. Not blend too well with like other colors used in the game, in my opinion. So I kind of like try to make the game more colorful, I guess, as well. I will say though that Brotherhood and Revelations look pretty good on the Ezio collection. I feel like it doesn't look overly different to the main version, because with Brotherhood already it was like a bit brighter, a bit more colorful. And with Revelations, of course, in general, like Revelations was quite a colorful game as well. I think it works well there, but in this game they still went with kind of like the AC1 type of approach to visuals and aesthetics, you know, kind of like blending in low saturation with the colors and stuff to kind of like make it a bit more distinct, I guess. But yeah, the advantage of having the Ezio collection for is that you have all of the DLCs, because on PC that can be an issue nowadays, because they're kind of like turning off the servers to access all of the additional content, even if you own it previously, and even if you have it installed previously. So the advantage of the Ezio collection there is it isn't tied to that, and it will always be like unlocked to you. So it's definitely the better way of like getting access to everything if you want to play everything. I think it's still ridiculous if they never like decided to patch the base versions of those games so the multiplayer gets taken down, because it's not that difficult to make the content work, like modders have achieved it. They just are unwilling to do so. But then for the Ezio collection, of course, it's no problem, right? Like for console players, it's like no issue to access the content. That's what I think too, Sekat. You know, like if I would have just gone about increasing the textures resolutions and didn't change like lighting, the general like color display, then I would probably prefer the remaster. You know, because I mean, more details on words and stuff and characters is always nice. But if it kind of like has an impact of the actual aesthetic of a game, then I'd rather leave it unchanged, I think. But in the end, it's nice to have a choice, I guess. And you can still play these old games if you want to. You can play the remaster games. That's what you prefer. I mean, I know tons of people that prefer the remaster look. And I think that's also fair because having like something colorful, you know, does look nice. Like if you just look at my current screen here, like it's super unsaturated, right? Like the logo on the door of Monteriggioni is supposed to like have like colors and stuff. You can barely like make them out, really. Looks mostly like a black and white kind of like shot here. But it's kind of like the aesthetic. And it also changes according to the lighting, which is another thing that might not work well in a remaster, right? Because there are actual places and times in AC2 where it's really colorful, depending on like how the lighting is, you know, or the environments. Currently, of course, we're at like that night, you know, so it's like even less saturated. But then if you try to make it like look saturated in those scenarios here and then have it like change to daylight in like Venice, then colors can kind of like blast in your face, you know. In Rome 2 the War remake, they made the colors of the map really cartoonish, but you can adjust the amount of color with the slider and the game options. That's how it's done. That's really cool because it gives like a choice to the players, right? Like how colorful do they want to have it. That's the best thing I think you can do, is like give the players a choice, right? They could have also done something like, I think was it the Halo games that did this? We had like a button to change between like new and old. I know that The Secret of Monkey Island also had that, right? Like a button where you could like change between how it looked back then and how it looks now. Another great thing to kind of like give more choice to the player, like what wanna be seeing. That's Kurot. I think it's a nice thing to have in like a remaster or remake in general. Paying respects. Explore the Auditore family crypt. Venice, 1296. I was raised in a small house by the Venetian lagoon, within sight of the rough foam-capped waves of the sea. When I was barely old enough to walk, I became a sailor, navigating the Atlantic first as an apprentice, and then by carrying cargo for my father's patron, Messer Marco Polo. It was a good life. So that's the story of Domenico Auditore, the great-great-grandfather of Ezio, who also built the Villa Auditore. Monteriggioni, and this is kind of like his story, like how he came to be here and how he came to be an assassin and even an Auditore. Of course, that wasn't his name back then. Ashore. One day while ashore on the harbor looking for work, I fell in love. She was barely 20, but when I looked into her eyes, the whole world was reflected back, clearer and brighter than the sun. After that I still went to sea, but my heart remained on land with a girl who would become my wife and our young son. birthright. One afternoon that summer, Messer Polo called me into his study. My father was already there, beside an older man, dressed in a strange, hooded cape, watching us. At that moment, everything about my life changed. My father told me that he was an assassin. Removing his ring, he showed me a strange marking on his finger, explaining that our family came from an ancient order that protected and defended mankind. He paused, and then when I didn't speak, Messer Polo stepped forward. He told me that the stranger in the hood would teach me, and in return I would carry him across the Mediterranean and, to Spain. And so began my apprenticeship with Dante Alighieri, one that was to destroy every bit of happiness I would ever have. So there's the first mention of Dante being like a mentor to Domenico. Welcoming him into the Assassin Brotherhood. It's interesting, kind of like acknowledges that the assassin life did kind of like rid him of all happiness he ever had. But at the same time, he remained to be an assassin, you know. Kinda because he didn't really have much of a choice, but more on that later here. Mentor. In preparation for our voyage, Messer Alighieri met with me repeatedly. At first our meetings were about purchasing supplies, but soon they became about higher things, about life, love, honor, and justice. He taught me that society was set up in such a way as to control its members, to stop us from thinking, from seeing. Soon I could look past all the laws and illusions. I understood that mankind was being used by its rulers, that we, the people, deserve freedom. It was then that Dante began showing me the pages from a book that Messer Polo had brought back from the palace of the great Genghis Khan. The manuscript, the Codex, was about our order, the Assassins, and written by Altair, which is kind of like an awesome connection, I think, to the time of Altair, right? You see it later in Revelations as well, how Altair ends up giving the Codex to the Polo brothers, to Marco Polo's father as well. And that's how it kind of got into his possession, and that's how, you know, it got into the possession of the Auditore family eventually, and in contact to the assassins in Italy. An unexpected farewell. Our planned voyage never took place. While returning to Ravenna to pick up the remainder of his belongings, Dante died. Dismayed at the loss of my mentor, I went to inform my father and Messer Polo of the sad news. Before I could even speak, I was ushered into the study, and my father, his face white, locked the door behind me. Shocked, I listened in silence as he spoke. Dante intended to take the Codex to Spain, where it would be safe, but he was being watched. The enemy of the assassins, the Knights Templar, still existed. I recalled the stories he had told me of the Templars, and it all became clear. Dante had been murdered. The Templars knew about the Codex, and they knew about us. Shaking, my father told me to take the codex and leave for Spain at once, with my wife and child. As Messer Polo ushered me out the door, he handed me a small piece of paper with a number on it. With this number I could draw on his credit, more ducats than I had ever seen in my life, at any bank in Italy. And that explains why the Auditore family has become so, wealthy. Because they always had lots of money as part of being the assassins, and Marco Polo being one of them. It's great when a game actually gives you answers for questions, rather than giving you more questions. Sea. We set sail at night, the ship filled with cargo to sell in the markets at Barcelona. At first all was well, and to avoid a coming storm we had to lay anchor in the Otranto harbor. Cloaked in darkness the pirates came. I didn't see them until they were already boarding my ship. I hid with my family in the HUD. Pulling off the codex I ran the worn leather cover from my hands. Then I broke the spine. The pages slid silently onto the floor. I scattered them into the chests, boxes and containers I was carrying to market. The men who found us were drunk. I could smell it on the breath. When Wei asked for the codex, I knew who had sent them. Holding back my rage, I said that I had thrown it overboard. I started to laugh. Two held me down, still grinning, while the rest cut off my wife's clothes. She begged for mercy until her voice gave out. Once they were done, they threw her into the sea. They took my cargo and sunk my ship, and left me adrift, clinging to a piece of railing. I made it to the beach with my son. My wife's body washed up on shore the next morning with the tide. Yeah, always without words when I read this, Like the cruelty that some people are capable of, And this again being kind of like a Templar plan, right? The Templars pay for pirates to do this. A new name. I never saw the sea again. Making my way to Florence, I rented a small room and then visited the bank. I'd memorized Polo's account number. With the vast sum I now had at my disposal, I went to Venice in disguise to find my father. I returned to Florence the next day. Both Polo and my father were already dead. From that moment forward, I collected treatises on architecture, studied the classics and took vocal lessons. I adopted the name Auditore, impersonating a noble at the Florentine court. Accepted as one of her own, I took on the trappings of nobility and constructed this villa for me and my son. And then I hunted them. I raised my son to fight, find the codex, and to kill Templars. Together we would regain the honor of my wife and avenge the death of my father, two debts that could never be repaid. To the Auditore that read this, remember that you are not a nobleman. You are not one of the deceivers. You are one of the people. Avenge us. And I absolutely love this tomb so much. Getting this backstory to the history of the family Auditore and why they are who they are, right? And this is so important, both to connect Altair's time and Ezio's time and what he learns now. but also like understanding why they've been looked at like outcasts, for instance, in Italy, in Florence, like they are not Auditore, just like a social stealth, like family kind of like name, because Domenico literally had to change his identity, otherwise he would be dead within another week probably, like his father and Marco Polo, like they knew about like about the Templars going for them. They knew that Dante had been, killed. They've been warned, and they still were dead when Domenico went back to find them. And that's why he had to adopt the name Auditore. That's why he had to kind of like impersonate someone to change his voice and accent, essentially, so he doesn't get exposed to the Templars. And it's kind of like something that, Ezio's father, Giovanni Auditore, kept, He was like a, businessman, like somebody of a bank, essentially. And that was, of course, just kind of like the perfect disguise for his actual, job as an assassin, essentially. And it's actually something that, ironically, Mario Auditore took a lot of issues with, because he preferred to kind of like fight in the open and hiding, between bank sheets, as he says later. Or we hear him say later in a letter. But yeah, I think it's great to get this backstory here. Yeah, this is honestly my dream game. I've been mentioning this the past couple of streams already a few times. That for me, the perfect game right now would be a game connecting AC1 and AC2's time. And I feel like Domenico Auditore's, Dante's, Thomas de Carnion's time would be perfect. Because yeah, they're already established characters, but we've never seen them in like a full game. Full written, like, dialogue between them and stuff, and we know they work together. Like, ultimately, the hunt that Domenico Auditore starts here leads also in Paris and other parts of Europe to the extinction of the Templar Order as we know how they exist. So it would be like the perfect game to hunt down Templars, not only in Italy, but also in France. You could essentially make a game that's like split between the two. Like, you could like travel back and forth maybe. Have like one half in Italy, one half in France, or something like this, would just be the perfect setup to learn more about the history of Monteriggioni and the family Auditore. But it would also connect really well to Unity as well. So yeah, for me, that's my dream AC game currently. And it's been for quite a few years now. That's very true. That's another thing they could explore, like the whole like tombs, and kind of like also how they came to be, how did they also take care of like the mechanisms that make the tombs possible, Imagine like having something like a tomb build simulator. Domenico Auditore going into like famous places to try to make way for like unique paths to get to a special tomb nobody else has access to. Because he surely was in love with it, right? He also built this tomb, of course. We just explored. I think we should almost get... yeah, I was about to say. It's almost time for the money to get back into our chests. So we can pick that up one more time and then we can make our way back to Venice. Finally start on the carnival sequence.
Come, friends! I've also brought me for noble ways.
Salute, Claudia.
You here to look at the book?
Hey there, SD, welcome in. Yeah, it's going good, thank you. How are you today?
A presto, Ezio.
Okay, let's go ahead and repair. As for armor, we're still missing the portraits for the Missaglia's outfit. So I'm gonna wait until we can buy the entire set before I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna buy a new weapon though, I think. And we can already buy the Sword of Altair, actually. I'm gonna buy the Milanese sword. Let's also get the channeled Kinky Idea. And refill some of this.
Here you go, sir. Mention me to your amici.
Come see what's prize.
We can also buy some pouches. Let's get the large medicine pouch. Gonna wait with a poison vial until we get the large one unlocked too, so we don't have to buy the medium one. Also get the knife butt upgrade here.
Addio then. Mention me to your friends, eh?
Pleasure, signore.
Yeah,
Return anytime.
25 really nice. That's gonna be nice.
Only the best of raiment here, friends.
Come and see what my little gal...
Ending wise, I bought all of these already.
No matter. Have a good day, sir.
Healing services.
And medicine wise, definitely gotta restock.
Trust me, you'll soon feel much better, friend.
And then we're good. Time to go back to Venice. Oh yeah, SC? So, are you a fan of both clubs, or have you like changed fan affiliation from one team to the other? But yeah, it seems like Schalke has definitely been getting back on track again with a new trainer. I already have enough another income coming in. I think what happens is if you're like in special missions, right, where you don't really have like open world exploration available to you, like in a tomb, kind of like puts the notification on hold, but the money still gets in, which is why I had the pop-up come immediately up when we came out of a tomb. But the timer kept on running, which meant you know, we didn't have to wait another 20 minutes between the pop-ups occurring essentially. That's right. I'm gonna finish, you know, this upcoming sequence before I will go back to Monteriggioni again. I gotcha, Esti. That's definitely fair. That's cool. Kinda collect different shirts of different clubs. I know quite a few people who do that, also as like a, you know, collecting kind of hobby. I think it's nice because some kind of designs look really good for some teams. So, which Werder Bremen shirt do you have? Is it from like this current season? Is it the last season or even earlier? Because last season we had like a salmon pink kind of like shirt that was very unusual, I guess, but I honestly quite enjoyed. It's like different. Gotcha, that's fair too, you know. Like sometimes you have like lots of stuff collected, but you actually need the money. From a 1920 season, okay. No idea how that one looked like, to be honest, because I didn't really watch football like actively during that time. I followed like very little football between 2013 and 21 century. So for like 8 years or so. Was like completely out of the loop on most things, except if it was like a tournament of some sorts.
Oh, hell. I just wanted a quiet day.
I mean, that's good if it's not shit, you know. It's always a good start. So basically not a St. Pauli shirt then. It's the kind of like color is the tree shit brown. Alright, made it back to Venice. Was a small journey, wasn't it? Alright, so we wanna find the Carnival district, and there I'm quite sure we have to find the brothel. We wanna meet with Sister Theodora and Antonio. They're just gonna find it. We're looking for Palazzo Ducale, I think it is. Over there. And like to the edge of the map, essentially. Give me that. Thank you. Hey, Vermolle. I've been playing Black Flag for 1 hour now. Very nice. How are you enjoying that so far? Is it your first time playing, or have you played the game before? Gotcha, SC. That's definitely fair. I mean, white shirts can be quite, can look quite default, you know. Played it many times, just want to enjoy it again. I don't blame you one bit, dude, because that game is amazing. Can't wait to play Black Flag again as part of this challenge as well.
Has he lost his mind?
So, another in-game hour has passed, so I'm gonna add another one to the counter here. Now we just gotta find Antonio and Sister Theodora.
I'm sure I have just what you need. Somewhere in the back.
Another codex page.
Now that's more like it.
Cannot leave this.
My lucky day. My lucky day.
My lucky day.
My lucky day. Now that's more like it. Laggiù. There. There. Stop him, ragazzi.
Per voi, amici! A great metal work here.
con stile. più, ragazzo! Eccolo! There! There! About time you're put... Let's finish this. Sbrigati! Devo incontrare un amico. Che c'è? Aspetti il permesso del capitano. Shall we dance? Come get me. Come on, there's only one. Non amo che mi si faccia aspettare. Hai intenzione di startene l'impianto?
Actually, not as big an idiot.
Hai paura? Coraggio! Sono da solo!
Trying to get my insults for some bit, indeed. Yeah, there's still many more insults we can record here, that's for sure. Okay, so that is... What am I looking for? That's the question.
Venite a provare le mie maschere! Bring me your sick and wounded.
are available here. If you've no stomach for love,
Assassin!
turn away.
All who need aid are welcome here.
Hey there, Carbon, welcome in, dude. How's it going? Ah, La Rosa de level 2. There it is. So that popped up, which means it must be really close, right? Is it this building? So I didn't have to go here then. Or it's the other side of the building. Ah yeah, there it is. Oh. Nice. My Malacca isn't included. Maybe it is. Maybe you just never triggered it, Harbinger. But no, it isn't. I have recordings of Malacca, but I was thinking more about making Malacca like an individual sound, but with like different variations, you know? Given how many Malaccas we could potentially record in, what is it? You get lost in your fridge, so you could never play without the HUD. I don't blame you, you know. I don't think it's a challenge that would appeal to everyone. And I wouldn't do this if I hadn't played these games so much, you know, that I can basically walk around here in my sleep, essentially. I definitely wouldn't do it on a game I've only played once before, with the exception being Mirage, because I want to include Mirage this time, and, you know, I'm of course doing this challenge, so Mirage is gonna be interesting.
One, the savior of the streets. All who dare to cross his path, he weeps into retreat.
He weeps into retreat. Good afternoon, you're good full of work, unfortunately, but we're making it. How are you? That's definitely good to hear, Carbon. Glad that you're doing good overall. I hope that you can chill and relax soon once work is done. And yeah, I'm doing quite well. Playing a bit more AC2 today, continuing with the no HUD challenge. Been quite fun, but also quite challenging because I'm of course not allowing myself to fast shuffle, nor look at the main map, except very occasionally. It's been interesting, kind of like navigating mostly by memory of playing the game. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it. Metrokitis from Origins, which they pronounced wrong. That's right. It was more like Metrokitis or something, was it? Instead of like Metrocoitis. The deadline is end of November. You hope after you will rest. I hope so too, Carbon, because yeah, it's definitely still a ways to go. Yes, Harbinger? Nice. So I remembered right then. So we are currently at the very start of the Carnival sequence. Just got the introduction to the kind of like mask and the hidden gun and stuff. But that was last stream actually, so I haven't done a main story since then. I've been just like traveling back to Monteriggioni to do some renovations into the tomb there so far today. But yeah, this is kind of like the mission over here to kick off the whole Carnival sequence.
Antonio, we need to talk.
Ezio! Ezio Auditore! Theodora! Meet the most talented man in all of Venezia.
Madonna. Ah, Sister Theodora. I never imagined you as a religious type.
It depends how you understand religion, my son. It's not just men's souls that call for soothing.
Come! Join us, Ezio. Have a drink. Meet the ladies.
Murderer! Butcher! He sliced Lucia and stole her
So,
money!
Messer Ezio, let's see just how talented you are. After him!
It just had to happen in that moment, didn't it? Damsels in distress. Chase down and kill the murderer. So this is a bit tricky because he's gonna try to keep people hostage. And if you get too close, then he's gonna kill them and stab them. But you can avoid him from doing more murder or performing more murder by using a hidden gun, of course. Like how they kind of like showcase there in the preview of the mission. Things I have no idea where he went.
Citizens, don't come any
Over there.
or
Okay.
I will carve up another one. Don't make me kill again.
Also, hey there, Aura. Welcome in.
I want no part of this!
Got him. Easy enough. Now we also know exactly where we have to go back to.
You have our gratitude, Ezio.
Why is it wherever you go, trouble follows?
Antonio, I trust you know why I'm here.
I imagine to rid Venice of Marco Barbarigo. But really, Ezio, we did this once already. And this new Templar Doge is a bigger culo than the last. Never mind that he never leaves the palazzo.
Yes, except for tonight. Marco wouldn't dare miss Carnevale.
How do you know this?
In fact, he's throwing the biggest party of them all. But getting in won't be so simple. You'll need a golden mask for entry. And before you think about forging one, keep in mind, each mask is numbered. Fortunately for you, I have an idea. Let's see if we can't win you a mask.
None the wiser. Speak with Theodora about Marco Barbarigo. Reduce distance to targets. Mate, I would love to if only knew where he was. No kidding. I just went by intuition there from my memory, like which direction I had to go because we didn't see him, right? We didn't see which direction he went. That happens quite often in this game, that I just have to go by like, okay, that's what I remember, that's my intuition. Masquerade Party, indeed. It's that sequence.
What is it, my son? You want to ask me something?
I do. Forgive me, but why is it you wear a nun's habit if you aren't one?
Whoever said I wasn't? Indeed, I am married to the Lord.
And yet you are also a courtesan. You run a bordello.
So, I see no contradiction. How I choose to practice my faith, what I choose to do with my body. These are my choices to make. Like many young women, I was drawn to the church, but grew disillusioned by the believers of the city. Men hold God only as an idea in their heads, not in the depths of their hearts and bodies. Men must know how to love in order to reach salvation. My girls and I provide that to our congregation. No church would agree with me, I realized, so I created my own. It may not be traditional, but men's hearts grow firmer in my care.
Among other things, I'm sure.
Yeah, Ezio.
Signori, signore! Come on, come on! The games of Carnevale are about to begin. Do you have the coraggio to compete for as grand a prize as this? This year, like every year, the Golden Mask will provide entry for one, e uno solo, to our most beloved Doge's personal ball. Who would not desire such an exceptional reward? Come, compete! Whoever proves themselves champion in each of 4 games today shall be the Doge's personal guest tonight.
You'd best get to it, Ezio.
Ezio really doesn't get it, huh? Yeah, he has trouble understanding sometimes. You can ask Leonardo. Alright, now we just gotta find the starting locations for every competition here. That's the first one. Oh, sorry, dude.
Signori, signori! This may be the easiest challenge yet, or the hardest. A game of charisma and charm. Step right up, step right up! Who shall win the prize? Welcome! Gentlemen, whether you win or lose, this will certainly be your favorite game of the day. Ladies? Here's how the game is played. All the ladies in the district have ribbons. Your job is to obtain them. Whoever has the most before my hourglass runs out is one step closer to winning the Golden Mask.
Ribbon Roundup. Obtain more ribbons than the competition from the ladies of Carnevale. It's gonna be a bit tricky, I think, to find like exactly where I have to steal them from. It's fine.
Can I trouble you for a ribbon? Hello, ladies.
Come stai, bella?
Have anything for me, belle mie?
No need to be shy. Come forward.
Bella ragazza.
You're all looking lovely this afternoon.
Hey, have you lost all reason?
Have.
Mind if I join you?
I need more flowers? Where are they? That's what I mean, right? Like, I probably have to visit like very specific checkpoints here. There's also time going, so...
I've distilled an elixir of lead and pomegranate.
Yeah, that weren't the ladies I had to steal from.
Can I trouble you for a ribbon?
Alright, I could steal not only from one, but from multiple, right, of the group. Fuck, I kinda forgot about that. I thought it was only one. Since I don't see really how many I have.
Come stai?
I realize. Okay, we're good.
We have a winner! You have more ribbons than any man here. You've proved yourself a favorite of the ladies, and are now one step closer to the greatest prize of all time.
Yeah, exactly, Aura. Just gotta save more. Eventually gonna get enough. Okay, so now to find the other competitions. I don't think there's another one here currently, is there? Just gonna have a look around the general area. I guess one starts on the rooftops, right? Because it's connected to capture the flag.
Healing services for all the gods' flock.
Also, hey, the Mustang, welcome in.
All travelers arriving from the lower Dalmatian coast should be examined by a maestro following reports of a recent outbreak. Now, what I shoot! Please consult us. You are not allowed up here!
Lovely party time, indeed. They're playing the carnival sequence here. So many rooftop guards for.
Get down, ora!
I cannot do that. Not so well, anyway.
Yeah, I guess rooftops often are considered to be like only accessible to guards to oversee the area.
I cannot do that. Not so well.
We're technically not allowed there, but yeah, it's definitely annoying in cities like Venice, you know, because you really can't go on any rooftop without like encountering some sort of like opposition. Yeah, what I like to do is if they tell me to get down, to just do it to them. And then see who's the one laughing.
Amici, why not shop with me? I've some of the best equipment in all cities.
Okay, where are the starting locations for the next missions? I have no idea.
He's on display in my shop.
But there must be somewhere in the area, so just gonna have to keep on looking here.
The disputed lands to the south are to be excluded from all mercantile entry.
Come, amici. A weekly bleeding is part of a balanced, healthy lifestyle.
A very healthy lifestyle. Ah, there's one.
Who's next? Step right up. Try for the best time. Can you beat your neighbors? Who shall win the prize?
One of us is going to be changing elevation, and it ain't me. That's for sure.
Welcome, benvenuti. Are you ready to test yourselves with a game of speed and endurance? Many challenges lie in your path. The game is simple, but finishing it, near impossible. Start when you're ready. The first contestant to beat the course record is one step closer to the golden mask.
And we're off. Finish the race and beat the speed record set by the last contestant. This would be annoying without the HUD. The race? As long as I can see the checkpoint like visually, then I'm good. But they're sometimes a bit tricky to see exactly where they're located. If there's like something blocking the view. And I have no idea, okay. Yeah, the checkpoints are extremely helpful because otherwise I would never beat this race. I'd have to like literally look at the map for every checkpoint. And even then it would be difficult to find. Oh, it's so good aura. I love the chase and race themes in the Ezio games. There we go.
The winner! You've proven yourself the fastest and strongest in Venezia! You are now one step closer to the grand prize!
Her face is full. Saw losers, indeed. There couldn't be much more sore than that. Okay, now to find the capture flag starting point. Because I have no idea if it's on the ground or on the rooftops. I think it's... Can't be on the rooftops, right? Because the guy we have to talk to isn't really. It's usually surrounded by people. I'll just have to look around until we find him.
Hope you've made your peace with God. The Republic extends sympathies to the families of the crew.
guys are gonna make me use all my very nice, huh? It's not very nice, I just restocked.
Soon sprout fledglings if you don't get down. Get down! Order!
No worries whatsoever, Brutus. You get a good rest. I hope you have a good, you know, sleep as well. And yeah, definitely catch you next time. Thank you. Yeah, once I find this next mission, we're definitely gonna have lots of fun. And Brutus, thank you also so much for the tier 1 subscription. It's very kind of you. I hope you enjoy the emotes. Got some pretty funny ones. And of course you're not encountering any ads and stuff, so I hope you enjoy all that. And thank you. Get down. Ora. Wonder what Ora means exactly. Because I have no idea. Just as I have no idea where this next mission takes place. It means now, you looked it up? Gotcha. That makes sense for sure.
Get down now! You die now!
Can also mean hour, depending on how it's used, you guess. Makes sense too, yeah. We also have lots of those words that can mean very different things depending on what's meant, no. And I mean same thing in English language as well.
Better get out of my sight! Order! Hey, eccolo! You cannot escape!
These guys are so impatient, yeah. It's kind of annoying that it's holding me back from like exploring rooftops too much, because being on there is like the best thing for like a no hard challenge. That's kind of annoying if you have to like constantly deal with guards as well everywhere. I have no idea how far away the starting location is. I feel like it should be pretty close to the festivities here. How close or far? That's the question. I haven't seen anything on rooftops though, so I reckon the starting point must be somewhere down.
In your land county this day, dance and sing till gods fall down and the moon comes out. He's here!
Yeah, and I think at some point they also increase the rooftop activity in Havana, don't they? Or I think that happens quite late into the game. Also, Havana becomes like basically a fully restricted area as well, where the Templars kinda like enforce a shutdown of the city. It's like it's even worse. Something to look forward to. Thankfully that's only like a thing that happens for like one sequence.
Following the increase in accidents and drownings upon the Grand Canal, a decree has been brought into effect.
The Templars always ruining everyone's fun, indeed. I just don't know when to stop as well.
Notice to all cittadini. Due to the shortage of funds after the recent campaign in defense of the Republic's foreign interests, a levy will be imposed upon all importation of goods deemed non-essential.
Okay, I'm almost ready to look at the map here because I have absolutely no idea where the fuck this next mission takes place.
Following the recent festival fire in San Polo, the Doge has decreed that the manufacture of cittadino be controlled and subject to certain standards. The deal has been released for consultation.
That's the only place I can parkour in peace. Imagine if we couldn't, you know, parkour in peace there, considering it's like the main pirate, you know, headquarter base.
To all members of civilized Venetian society, let it be known in Barlow masquerade will be held before the Palazzo Dandolo in 1 week's time. Signor Frangibus Dandolo himself shall preside. Stati attenti! We remind cittadini that the restorative work on several of the city's bridges is ongoing. Please refrain.
Your cartridge will be deployed.
Right. It should be like written in the Pirate Codex. Can always run on rooftops everywhere without being able to be questioned about it. Would be rule number 1 of my Pirate Codex. Oh. Made it back to the thief headquarter. But definitely in the wrong area here, that's for sure. Oops.
You make it look easy.
Why, thank you. At least I'm collecting feathers, I guess. That's a start.
Fear makes you bleed.
Bring me your sick and wounded. Now, I have spoken to works from excitement.
Can you not?
You may not know the names now, but you will. Doctor, ragazzi! Remember... Bring it on!
I'm too young to die!
I am too young to die. Not in the Renaissance, you're not. Right in the middle spectrum of the life expectancy.
The shadows are his element.
Which
His
court did you
nerves
skip?
are made
You
out
own
of
it.
steel. He'll gut the guard, then climb their heads. Is my art so terrible?
It is. Oh, to be fair, you sang the song and played the instrument without having the instrument nor moving your mouth, so that's pretty amazing for an artist.
That the manufacture of fuochi d'artificio be controlled and subject
But I sing of your
Just practically hitting old age. Right, that's what I say.
to all merchants dealing with spices from the east.
Lip syncing is real. If I could just find the place where we have to go to collect the flag. I could backtrack to the point where we have to climb up to.
Keep away from me, Phil. Guards!
Hey!
back here now.
vedere le mie maschere!
Come, amici. This week I'm almost giving my labor away.
Ah! Please, watch your step.
Piero, tu. No, shut up. Where is Piero? My money si perde. Simulito.
So that's the place of the assassination, actually.
Aha! Laggiù! On him!
I like how it kind of like bumped me into this restricted area to then attack me. It just looked for a reason for the conflict. It's a ventriloquist. One of the best.
What a skilled act! Extending the warning to all visitors to the most serene republic is considered a civic duty.
How many map views have I accrued now? Well, I think I honestly missed a few, but the ones that I've tracked so far is that I still have 23 times I can look at the map currently. And I'm almost ready to add another one to the counter. So yeah, we have plenty of opportunities to look at the map. The thing is, even though I can look at the map, I don't want to look at the map most of the time. Like, I want to find it myself. And I've been kind of talking about it earlier, but I'm even thinking about making the rule harder on me. Like, maybe make it once per stream and then, like, reduce the amounts that I use per stream, I guess. Or I like reduce it to 1 per stream, like total. To like make it more challenging, like give me less time to look at the map. But yeah, right now I'm definitely stumped. Like, I have no idea where this mission starts. So I'm gonna keep on searching for a little while longer, but then we're gonna definitely have a look at the map here.
Another capering crusade.
What a madman.
I may be expensive, but my goods are worth the extra quadrille. Spare a thought for others, my dear.
What I'm gonna do is I think I'm just gonna try to find like a big boating or like a place or something, so it makes it easier to orientate.
Following the increase in accidents and drownings upon the Grand Canal.
Come, don't be shy.
Like over here we are between this church and the water. So that should make it easy to then have a look where the next mission is. Ah, interesting. See, I kind of thought it was near church. And I definitely was near the church too. I just didn't see it apparently. But okay then. So basically, look, going straight to the Frari over here and then to the left. Sentry. Frari we should be able to see quite easily from rooftops, and then to the left, like spotting that church shouldn't be too difficult either. Okay then. Like quite far away from where I am currently.
Get down, now!
I'm gonna also deduct that map view, of course, but I'm gonna re-add that in a second anyway, once we reach the 2-hour mark there. That's the Frari in the background, the big church. And from here we're basically going to the left until we encounter another church.
A decree has been brought into effect, barring excessive drinking while at the helm. Get down, You'd better get out of my vehicle. You won't get away.
Okay then. So it is this church where the guy is. Okay. Didn't I even grab a viewpoint for this church?
Step right up. Come
I think
on,
I did.
It's
But damn it.
for a game of skill and agility. Who can capture the flag? Who shall win the prize? Welcome, welcome! The rules of the game are simple. Outrun your opponents, take the flag from the middle of the field and bring it back to your starting position to score. If the opposition holds the flag, you must knock them down to steal it. Be the first to capture the flag 3 times, and the golden mask may yet be yours.
These guys are so quick to violence too. They really are. CTF. Defeat your competition in a game of capture the flag. Number 1. Number 2. That's kind of like how you can debate his mission a little bit by just like jumping straight down onto the flag. Then on the 3rd time it's kind of like scripted that the guy is gonna be super fast and you have like no chance of catching him, pretty much. Like this one I definitely won't be getting, I don't think. Damn, I was actually faster. Ha! Oh, I almost never get this one. Oh, it's just like super fast. Bit off tricking games. Yeah, I was like really stuck on this mission the first time I played it. Because I tried to do it legit and it was just almost impossible.
We have a winner! You've protected your flag and captured the enemies. You've proven yourself a warrior without fear, an inch ever closer to victory!
Nice, we even got ported back here. That's cool. Of course, the last competition should now take place here as well, right?
Step right up and join the fight! Do you have what it takes to defeat your opponents? Who will last longer?
Always jumping straight away. Yeah, it's definitely the way to go, I think. Hey there, Afro. Welcome in. Thank you for the success sound.
All who dare to cross his path, he weeps in a full retreat.
Step right up and join the
I mean, that's fair, Aura. You gotta make use of the opportunities you're having, right?
longest in the ring.
I guess understandable if it was like patched away, but that's a funny way of going about it. Just punch him to death with another character.
Benvenute lottatori! The game is simple. There's only one rule, no weapons. Fight until you are the last man left standing. Will it be you or two? Who will win the golden mask? I will bring out the contender.
Sei in pessima forma. Dovresti fare più pratica. È un duello, fesso.
challenger! Ecco!
Chiudiamo questa faccenda. I hate these awkward moments. Should you come to me? Should I go to you? Don't be shy. Your mama can't help you this time.
No! Kill him!
Odio questi momenti di incertezza. Mi attacchi tu o attacco io?
It sounded like he just said the same thing he said earlier in English. If he's gonna take first or the other guy. Could be wrong, Bo.
Oh, stamina. You should train more. I don't like being made to wait. What are you waiting? Come now, you bore me. You can't hit me.
Looks like this one thinks himself some kind of campione. Go on, Dante. Show him how sadly mistaken he is.
You have to be a serious game, Aura. Challenge is on.
Vieni a prendermi. What? You need your capo's permission?
But very move a taunt. Yeah, that'll be something funny to make a return actually. Taunting mid-battle. I should have done that in Valhalla instead of like flighting. Like mid-battle. Just like rapping against the enemies while disfiguring them. Would be quite powerful.
Hurry up! I have to meet the lady, friend.
Is there nobody else to challenge our man in the ring? Do we have a winner? Ah, we have combatants!
So that's how it's going to be, eh?
That's not fair. But I can just disarm you.
Your position.
Signore e signori, the games of Carnevale have come to a glorious conclusion. Come see our winner claim his golden mask. Our winner has proven himself the fleetest of foot, the strongest of champions, the wisest strategist, and clearly a favorite of the ladies. With 4 games won lealmente, the winner of the Golden Mask is... the winner of the Golden Mask is Dante Moro!
Congratulations. We'll see you this evening.
I tell you. They're cheating me. Nobody believes me.
Bring me your sick and wounded.
That's kind of funny how we're like literally standing right next to the assassins and don't realize that it's actually Ezio. Ezio Auditore, are you flirting with me? That's a question, right? You never know with Ezio. Some accent was a bit off there, but very funny to listen English speakers reading Italian lines. Very true. Yeah, I guess most of the Italian accents aren't really authentic in this game. Would be funny to have like a game in like set in Germany and then listen to the German accents. I'll probably facepalm most of the playthrough. But if you don't know how or what an authentic accent is, I guess, then you don't really, not really none the wiser. Yeah, who would have thought this whole thing is rigged, right? The carnival. Nobody expects like a scam going on here. But yeah, I imagine like A4 flighting mid-battle would be actually really funny. Whenever she executes someone. Yeah, they're probably so drunk at this point that they just don't care who wins or loses. I've got more important things to worry about. Okay, now to find brothel again.
All who need aid are welcome here. Sing for joy, our Lord is here, blessing us.
Why does it have to be so freaking dark, bro? Doesn't make it easier to find things you're looking for. That's why you find it funny, you think, yeah, understandable. It was funny to me, like, listening to, like, a German accent in, like, a movie or something, where they try to be, like, very stereotypical. Just completely over the top. You see, this is the origin of Super Bowl parties then, too drunk to care who wins. I mean, pretty much, yeah. I've never been to a Super Bowl party, but if that's how it is, then I guess that's accurate. Honestly, I think going on rooftops is easier to find the building we're looking for, because it does have a quite distinct rooftop that is different to all the others. Not like we can spot it from like very far away, but it's gonna stand out. Your German is getting better and you're proud of it. You can more or less explain what you need in an understandable way. That's really good. That's awesome, Carbon. I'm glad that you're making good progress. And that you feel like you're also, you know, getting better, because that's a really nice feeling, you know, when you get to that level. Maybe we gotta hold a conversation in German at some point.
Up here! Down or I shoot!
Jesus Christ, how many freaking archers are here? Freaking annoying. I think we went too far away from the district, actually.
Down, down! Get down!
You also understand what the document is about. Looking forward to speak German with me. My accent is still funny. Or your accent. Yeah, I mean, that's something you never really get rid of unless you take like, I guess, actual like lessons to alter your accent, I guess. Or I guess you speak so much German that it becomes like your first language pretty much. Or like your first language. I think that's alright, you know, like accent gives it something unique and interesting.
Not so well, anyway.
Important thing is that one can understand the other. Okay, back at this church here. I can imagine Ezio just sticking his tongue out at every guard that yells get down. This point wouldn't surprise me either.
Down now! Laggiù! He's there! Huh? Down! Now! Cazzo! Get down! Why are you here? Get down!
These are just getting really on my nerves right now. I'm just trying to find a freaking place and they're just there to annoy me every freaking seconds. Okay, I found it. Nice. Finally. Why are you up here? To kill you, of course. You know, the amount of murder Ezio is committing, I can begin to understand why he's not allowed on the rooftops. Hey, they started right. So I'm in the right here.
I'm sorry, Ezio. We could not have known Silvio would cheat as he did.
You should have.
Sister, you told us to let you know if we saw that rotting culo who stole the golden mask. He's on his way to the Doge's party.
I will go. I can catch him before he arrives and take back the mask.
How? By killing the poor Stronzo?
Yes. You know what's at stake.
No. If you kill him, they'll cancel the party. And Marco will retreat back into his palazzo. We'll have wasted our time again. Steal the mask instead. Quietly.
My girls can help. They're already on their way to the party, all along the route. They can help you distract him while you acquire the mask.
Va bene. I can do that.
Having a blast. Steal the golden mask from Dante Moro to enter the party and assassinate Marco Barbarigo. Yeah, okay, Dante. Thanks, game. I have no idea where Dante is, but... Great. Okay, Dante. Somewhere.
Principessa, dammi un bacio.
Okay, found him. Nice. Still remembered.
Here, money! Here, money! Here, money!
Crash a party. Okay then. We're just gotta find where the party is taking place, I guess. I think it might be over there. Is it? Maybe. I'm gonna go there just to check it out.
Come, don't be shy. I am at your entire disposal. Stimato cliente.
Yeah. That's a place. So this didn't even have like a visual checkpoint either. It was like literally a place I just had to find on my own.
Buonasera, signore.
You made it. Marco is on a boat, just offshore. He's set to make a speech in a few minutes. Use my girls until then. Move with them to stay out of sight.
Yeah, the guards are gonna search everything here, so have to stay on our toes. Especially without the display of a timer and any kind of like indication of the enemies here. So I think I have to get closer to the ship first, right?
Find him.
Okay, so now they're searching for me. Gotta be very careful here because we're gonna also get rid of certain groups that we can blend with.
Enough. Enough. Come to kill. That would be your man.
Oh Jesus, dude, are you for real? Just disrupted.
Great danger. Take the lead, bello.
Disrupted with freaking social stealth there.
Why, come enjoy your life. What's a girl to do surrounded by so many?
good.
Signore e signori, I present to you the beloved Doge of Venezia.
Benvenuti! Welcome, my friends, to the grandest social event of the season. At peace or at war, in times of prosperity or paucity, Venezia will always have carnival!
Merda. He's not leaving the boat. I'll have to swim out there.
I wouldn't try it. You'll be spotted right away.
Then I'll fight my way out there.
Wait!
Tonight, we celebrate what makes us great. How bright our lights shine over the world!
That's it. Your pistola. The one you stopped the murderer with. It's as loud as those explosions. Time it right, and you'll walk out of here unnoticed.
I like the way you think, sister.
I'll be waiting for you back at the brothel, my son.
We all know we have come through troubled times, but we have come through them together, and Venezia stands a stronger city for it. Transitions of power are difficult for all, but we have weathered the shift with grace and tranquility. It is no easy thing to lose a Doge in the prime of his life, and to the cruelty of an assassin who still hides in our midst. Indeed, we all loved Monteriggioni dearly. He was a friend to us all, and he shall be missed. But did any of us truly love his policies? Did we feel safer under his watchful gaze? Did we believe in the road that he was guiding us down? Or were you beginning to be afraid like I was? Afraid that Monteriggioni could not see clearly, that he was not prepared for what was to come? Well, my friends, I'm here to tell you, I can see down that road. I know where we're going. It's a beautiful place, and we're going there together. The future I see for Venezia is a future of strength, a future of wealth. We shall build our fleet so strong, our enemies will fear us like never before. We will expand our trade routes across the sea, bringing home spices and treasures like we've never dreamed. And I say to those who stand against us, be careful what side of the line you choose. Because either you're with us or you're on the side of evil. And we will harbor no enemies among our friends. We will hunt you down. We will root you out. We will destroy you.
That's a cheery speech at a party.
The brightest jewel in all of civilization.
I can imagine hearing this kind of speech at the party, being like, okay then, I think I'm gonna leave.
No. It's too soon. I'm not ready.
We rarely are. Che la morte non sia crudele. Requiescat in pace.
Now.
Okay, so we are fully notorious here, so gotta be careful. What an encounter here. Gotta go back to the Carnival district wall. Gotta find the brothel again.
business up here, people.
It's probably one of the few parts of a mission you've never liked in AC2. Yeah, I don't blame you either, Carbon, because that part can be kind of annoying with the guards searching everywhere.
Why are you here? Get down! Down, or I shoot!
Raju, you won't run away this time!
You guys handle it. You kind of party, I'm the best suit. Would you be the guy to hold the kind of speech then? That's enough wine for Marco, indeed. Go home, Marco, you're drunk. A fun and positive party, isn't it? Germany would be.
Get away!
Oh, whoops. Wrong weapon equipped there. Okay. Find the Bravo again. Santa Claus, why you get him like that? Oh, have a feather. Why not?
There! Why are you up here? Leave! There! He's bolted!
Okay, there's a place. Nice. Can you imagine a no HUD stealth challenge? No thanks. Yeah, I've been thinking about doing that actually. When I planned this no HUD challenge, like kinda like go with. I mean, my initial plan was to go for an immersion challenge, right? So I would go with whatever makes sense for the character. The idea would have been stay stealthy until you assassinate your target and then escape in like broad daylight as you have struck them down. With Ezio, I guess, unless we kinda like have gotten the teachings of like the assassins and stuff, we won't really care about that. Then according to what makes sense in the story, I would have gone with either only killing the target or not really caring about it, depending on the character and what type of mission we're in. But yeah, that would be a bit too much effort.
I have just what you need. Somewhere in the back, perhaps.
There he is! Won't escape!
Well done, well done.
I can't see him anymore. Yes! Yes! Come on! Bravo!
Right, ora!
This one!
Generally, they're made for swinging at people, yes?
So why can't I go in here though?
Make it look so easy,
I have to lose my notoriety first before I can go in there.
Oh, I'd better not panic.
Because this is the entrance to the brothel, right? Ah, never mind, that is. Okay, you guys wanna die too? We can do that.
Go for the opening! Us all, boys! We'll wear him down!
Get on his blind side!
No worries, Carbon. I catch you next time, dude. Have a good one.
Beautifully done! Che spettacolo! A true hero!
You must be exhausted. Come, relax.
Ah, the savior of Venezia. What can I say? Perhaps it was wrong of me to doubt so readily. Now, we'll see where all the pieces fall.
Enough of that now. You've worked hard, my son. I feel your tired body in need of comfort and succor.
But I have such aches and pains, sister. I may need a great deal of comfort and succor.
Oh, that can be arranged. Girls.
Yeah, I like Sister Theodora. Yeah, that is the end of sequence 9. Oh yeah. Almost as good as Bilbo's speech in Lord of the Rings. Yeah, just as joyful, isn't it? Leaves you with a good feeling overall, doesn't it? Time for comfort, fade to white. Let your imagination do the rest.
Ezio, Ser Antonio wishes to speak with you.
Grazie for the message.
Grazie. Antonio. And I reckon he's gonna be in whatever building it was that they took over. Okay then. Nice, made it actually to the end of sequence 9, which is pretty much what I wanted to do for today. I'm not gonna be starting the next sequence today anymore actually, because I didn't really plan on streaming much longer. I'd rather reserve it for next time, I think. So what we're gonna do is I'm actually gonna call it here for today, for AC2. But yeah, I'm making good progress considering I also went all the way to Monteriggioni and spent like the first hour just like doing nothing really much. So yeah, definitely happy with the progress made overall. But yeah, so this is where we're gonna continue next time with sequence 10. Still got 4 more to go before we reach the ending sequence of the game, like the ending mission. But yeah, I think we can definitely blast through sequence 10 and 11 in the next stream. It's gonna be longer. And they'll probably need one more stream to finish off the game. It's like my prediction, at least. That being said, I would still like to at least finish all of the tombs in the game. And we're still missing 2, so I have to kind of like figure out where they are located. I might not do all the glyphs for if I don't come across them naturally, because I don't want to have to like look at the map to find something like that, you know. So if we come across a glyph in the next 2 streams, then that's cool. If not, then that's fine too, because I've been basically doing all of those in every playthrough before. But yeah, that is the plan. No worries, Aura, thank you for being here and for joining. Cheers, Rod, thank you also. Yeah, honestly, you thought we would need for 3 hours to get through the sequence. But thankfully, didn't take me ages to find everything. Looking at the map once definitely paid off for, because otherwise I probably would have taken the full 3 hours. But yeah. Catch you next time, Harbinger. And you too, I'm the best. Thank you also for being here. And everyone else who was in here today. Thank you all for joining, even if it was just a short stream. But yeah, the next one is gonna be longer again, that's for sure. Just didn't have much time today. Yeah, definitely. I guess it's also something you're thinking about for the next game that you're planning to play, right, Rod? Since you want to find a game that doesn't take more than 2 days, but also doesn't take less than, takes only 1 day, essentially. But yeah, let's go ahead and exit to Windows. And then we're gonna have a look to see who's online and who we can raid today. Wow, I mean, I guess that's a no-brainer, right? Lucinda's online with some AC Origins. Wasn't actually sure if she's gonna be streaming today, because she said earlier that she's kind of like waiting on like an appointment, but I guess that worked out well, so that's cool. Was kind of secretly hoping that she might be streaming some more Origins today, so we can keep it Assassin's Creed with a raid too. And yeah, it seems like she's currently exploring Giza, going for the hyena next year. But sometimes it's like trying to do a water puzzle in a game where you have to figure out how much of one container needs what amount of water. That's a good comparison, actually. Yeah, that's definitely how it feels like sometimes, you know, like planning versus execution. I want to also give some shoutouts before we go ahead and raid out. Want to highly recommend checking out Rod, I'm in the Bear Suit, Maxi, and Jay. Rod is also a massive fan of Assassin's Creed, is playing through the games every weekend. Currently celebrating 10 years of AC Black Flag being released, and he's gonna focus on that game a lot more in the next week as well. So for more AC content, check out Rod's channel. Also check out I'm the Bear Suit. He's currently playing for Evil Within with an Akuma mode, the hardest difficulty challenge. Also check out Maxi. Maxi has been playing some Mass Effect Legendary Edition. He's also been playing through Spider-Man 2 and some of Ghosts of Tsushima recently. And also check out Jay, who's also been playing Spider-Man, only he's been playing Miles Morales. Yeah, it's his first time, he's been really enjoying it, and he's probably gonna try to finish that in the next few streams that he's gonna do of the game. So yeah, if you wanna check out those channels, there's some links in chat, so feel free to follow there if you like, and if you have an interest. That's no worries for the shoutout whatsoever, Rod. More than happy to give you one back. But yeah, let's go ahead and set up a raid here to Lucinda. But yeah, until then, I will catch you next time. Rod already posted the raid emotes up there, but in case you missed them, here they are again. So feel free to copy and paste them, and yeah, then I will catch you guys in the next stream. Until then, have a good one. Jesus, that was loud. I have to lower the volume of it one. That was from Revelations, I think, when when he says Requiescat in pace, Altair. When he finds them. Sorry to all the headphone users, including me. I'm also sorry to myself. Catch you next time, Busted. And thanks, Rod.
Put some dirt in your eye.